Baseball with Bruce Johnson. Bruce back in studio with us. Bruce, let's start off with your newsworthy items. Who stood out to you this week?
Well, Landon Eckelberry, who's a freshman at Findlay, who came in and played quarterback for him very well. This winter, he wrestled and had 30 wins as a freshman, was just recently ranked the #1 pitching prospect as a freshman in the state of Ohio. Also, Landon got his first varsity win yesterday against Whitmer. He's a young man to be on the lookout for the next 3 years.
Fantastic. And as far as the team that you have on your newsworthy items list?
Well, you know, the team that I have on my newsworthy list, I've got to say something. I'm telling you what, Perrysburg, I think I had them too low in the first poll. They're now 8-2. Dave Hall, who's been there forever. You got Tyler Palmer, is a great pitcher who's throwing well. When you got a Braxton Metford and a Heitmeyer and a Ferris, you're loaded. This Perrysburg team, who made a run last year to the state Final Four, will be there come late May.
Perrysburg 8-2 to start the year. Its best start since 2022 when it won 9 straight games. And speaking of Perrysburg, your game of the week, it's taking on an out-of-town team.
Yeah, Orchard Lake St. Mary's is coming down, one of the premier teams in Michigan. They're going to play a couple teams. They're going to play Anthony Wayne, Ottawa Hills. But the game of the week is Saturday versus Perrysburg. I think if you've got nothing to do Saturday morning, get out to Perrysburg and watch those two teams. It'll be high school baseball at its finest.
That St. Mary's team winning 80% of its games dating back to 2022 when it went 44-0.
the real deal, trust me.
That's going to be a game to watch. And what about your spotlight team? Who are you eyeing this week?
It's the Maumee Panthers. Todd Aries got that team playing real well. And last week, they moved to 5-2 at the time. And I'll tell you what, Ben Kubitz, who's only a junior, threw against Genoa, shut him out, went 6 innings, had 11 strikeouts. And oh, by the way, his ERA is down to 0.38. That's just fantastic. And I'm telling you, keep an eye on the Maumee Panthers in that Northern Buckeye Conference. They're going to be tough to beat.
Maumee, a 5-4 win over Swanton on Tuesday, 11th straight win at home. What about that? And as for your spotlight player, who are you liking so far?
Well, for me, it's real simple. Colin Hennessy, the senior from Ottawa Hills, who transferred from St. Francis, had the opportunity to watch him pitch many times. His father was a major leaguer, Brad Hennessy, and Colin is following right in his father's footsteps. What he does so well, he pitches, he doesn't throw, and there is a difference. He uses all 4 quadrants of the strike zone, inside, outside, up, down. But the thing I like about him, when you look at him, his body language, you never know if he's up 4 or down 4. He's going to Ohio Dominican, and I'm telling you, they're getting a great future prospect.
Hennessy, a huge reason why that Ottawa Hills team was the unanimous pick to win the conference in the preseason coaches poll.
Yep.
Let's go to your top 10 now. St. John's holding firm at #1, but a bit of a change-up in the top 5. Anthony Wayne moving up 1 spot after clobbering Findlay and St. Francis by a combined score of 19-1. What's your highlight in the top 10 this week?
Well, I think Anthony Wayne is #2. Perrysburg moves up. I had them rated too low. They're #3. St. Francis has dropped a couple. They moved to 4. Ottawa Hills. Lake continues. Napoleon continues at #7. Clay made a little bit of a jump this week. Findlay was my team that dropped down. They had a couple tough losses this week. And rounding out the top 10 is the Eastwood Eagles. But keep an eye. If Maumee keeps playing good, I think we'll see him next week.
By the time we speak next week, Anthony Wayne and St. John's will have played. I have a feeling that's going to shake up your top 10 a lot.
It will shake up the top 10. And, you know, if you look at St. John's, they have Anthony Wayne, and then they turn around. Oh, by the way, they have St. Francis in a rivalry game.
That's a tough schedule to have. And speaking of Ottawa Hills, we just spoke about them a few minutes ago, but you have an alumni from that school. Who's your alumni shout-out this week?
It's Sebastian Stevens, the former Ottawa Hills pitcher who's pitching at Findlay now, has done a great job. Sebastian, keep it going with that 2.50 ERA. Seabass, everyone in the village is proud of you.
Fantastic. Bruce Johnson back in studio with us. He'll be with us every week breaking down the baseball. Next week is going to be a whole lot of fun after that Anthony Wayne St. John's matchup. Thank you, Bruce.
Appreciate it.